hear you walking slow down the hall. Like part of you still hopes I'll call you back at all. The floorboards know the weight of saying goodbye. They creak the saddest song each time you try. I watch you from the window, bag in hand, tracing out the edges of a love that couldn't stand against the things we couldn't say out loud. Now I'm just a shadow in the crowd, and every step you take is one step less of you, fading like a melody I used to know the words to. I wanna run and stop you, tell you wait, but my feet won't move, it's already too late. Fading footsteps down an empty street, fading footsteps, the last sound of you and me. Fading footsteps, growing soft and far, until the silence tells me where you are. Fading footsteps, I still hear them in my sleep. Fading footsteps, the promise I couldn't keep. Fading footsteps, walking out of reach, teaching me the hardest love can teach. The echo lingers longer than it should, in empty rooms that used to feel so good. I find your fingerprints on every door, proof that you were here, not just before. I count the days by how the silence grows, each one a little louder than it shows. I used to know the rhythm of your walk, now I just know the absence when you talk. Footsteps down an empty street, fading footsteps, the last sound of you and me. Fading footsteps, growing soft and far, until the silence tells me where you are. Fading footsteps, I still hear them in my sleep. Fading footsteps, the promise I couldn't keep. Fading footsteps, walking out of reach, teaching me the hardest love can teach. Footsteps fade so hearts can't heal. Maybe distance is the space love needs to feel. Maybe one day I won't listen for the sound of you leaving every time I look around. I still hear you in the hall, even though you're gone for good. Fading footsteps, soft and small, teaching me the things I should have understood. Fading footsteps, quieter now. Fading footsteps, I'll let you go somehow. Fading footsteps. The clock on the wall stopped the night you left, hands frozen at the hour. I held my breath, your coat still hangs where you left it there. Time forgot to move, but I'm still aware. The coffee's cold and the cup you didn't finish, every little thing refusing to diminish. I'm living in a moment on repeat, frozen in the second our worlds would meet. And the calendars keep turning pages on, but mine is stuck on the day you were gone. Everyone around me moving with the tide, while I'm still standing frozen on the other side. Frozen in time, right where you left me, in the doorway light where you said you'd be back for me. Frozen in time, the snow is still falling on a single moment I keep recalling. Frozen in time, my heart keeps beating for a love that left without retreating. Frozen just exactly where I stopped. Your favorite song still hanging at the top. I never learned to fast forward through the pain, so I just keep replaying it again. The seasons changed outside my window pane, but inside this room it's always that same rain. I'm a photograph nobody develops twice, frozen in the warmth before the ice. Frozen in time, right where you left me, in the doorway light where you said you'd be back for me. Frozen in time, the snow still falling on a single moment I keep recalling. Frozen in time, but my heart keeps beating for a love that left without retreating. Frozen in time, waiting for the thaw, waiting for the moment I saw it all. Maybe frozen isn't broken, maybe stillness is just love unspoken. Maybe one day the ice will crack and I'll find the courage to look back. Spend it in this glow, I don't know where to go. Frozen in the afterglow of everything we used to know. Frozen in time, still waiting here. Frozen in time, until you're near. Frozen in time. I scroll back further than I meant to go, past the version of us that used to glow. 3 years deep into a feed of who we were. Every caption like a love I can't deter. There's a photo of us laughing in the rain. Tag location, half a world from my pain. I trace the timeline like it's evidence of a story I still don't know how to end. And I don't know how I got so far behind, lost inside a version of you and a version of mine. Every post a portal back to then. I keep getting lost and going back again. I'm lost in the timeline, lost in the scroll, lost in a feed that still owns my soul. Lost in the timeline, the captions, the dates. Lost in a love that I can't relocate. Lost in the timeline under the lavender haze. Lost counting backward through all of our days. Lost in the timeline, I don't know the way back to the present, back out of yesterday. I see the version of me that didn't know everything that was coming, letting go. She looks so happy in the fading light. I wanna her, but I know I can't deny it. I find the day we said we'd always be buried in a timeline, either one deleted scene. Some part of both of us still wants to keep the proof we loved before we fell asleep. I'm lost in the timeline, lost in the scroll, lost in a feed that still owns my soul. Lost in the timeline, the captions, the dates. Lost in a love that I can't relocate. Lost in the timeline under the lavender haze. Lost counting backward through all of our days. Lost in the timeline, I don't know the way back to the present, back out of yesterday. Maybe I'll close the app and breathe tonight. Maybe the past doesn't need my light. Maybe I'll write a new line on the page instead of scrolling back to yesterday's stage. I'm closing out the screen, stepping out of in between. The timeline isn't where I'm meant to stay. I'm finding my way to today. Lost in the timeline, lost in the timeline, finding my way back. Lost in the timeline, but not lost like that. Lost in the timeline. an old playlist buried in my phone. Songs from a summer I thought I'd outgrown. One single tap and suddenly I'm there, back in your car with the windows full of air. The smell of your jacket comes rushing back somehow, a memory I didn't know I had right now. I swore I locked this all away for good, but one old song undid me like I knew it would. And I'm not ready for the way this feels, like no time passed, like nothing here heals. One simple melody and I'm right back, standing in the doorway of a love I can't get back. Memories unlocked beneath the lavender moon. Every door I closed comes open way too soon. Memories unlocked. I didn't mean to find the version of us still living in my mind. Memories unlocked like a key I lost and kept in a song that plays the nights I never slept. Memories unlocked. I thought that I was free, but you're still the soundtrack underneath of me. I scrolled through photos I thought I deleted twice, find them hiding somewhere I forgot to check. You're laughing in the one beneath the city lights, and I forgot how much I missed that exact moment. I didn't go looking, I swear I didn't try, but the algorithm knows the way to make me cry. One little notification, one throwback post, and there you are again, the one I miss the most. Memories unlocked beneath the lavender moon. Every door I closed comes open way too soon. Memories unlocked. I didn't mean to find the version of us still living in my mind. Memories unlocked like a key I lost and kept in a song that plays the nights I never slept. Memories unlocked. I thought that I was free, but you're still the soundtrack underneath of me. Maybe some doors were never meant to lock. Maybe love just lives there, present, full stop. Maybe unlocking isn't losing ground, it's just remembering how good it sound. I'll let the memories stay. It doesn't take the now away. I can hold both in my hands, who I was and who I am. Memories unlocked, soft and lavender light. Memories unlocked, held a little tighter tonight. Memories we're sitting on the hood under a dying sky, counting down the hours we both refuse to try. You hold my hand a little tighter than before, like you already feel me walking out the door. The radio plays something we don't recognize, static catching every word before it dies. We promised we would never let it come to this, but midnight has a way of turning into goodbyes. And the clock on the dash glows red and slow, 12 minutes left of everything we know. I wanna freeze this car, this road, this life, before we say the words we can't take back tonight. This is the last midnight, the last time like this, the last constellation traced by your fingertips. The last midnight, and I'm holding on so tight to every single second of our last midnight. The last midnight, before the sun comes through. The last midnight, I get to lie with you. The last midnight, let the whole world wait. This is the last midnight. Don't you walk away too late. You said the city's calling you somewhere far. I said I'd follow, but we both know where we are. Two different roads under the same dark sky, trying to find a reason good enough to try. We talk about the version where we made it work, where distance didn't turn this love into a hurt, but fantasy can't fill the silence in the car. So we just sit here closer than we've ever. This is the last midnight, the last time like this, the last constellation traced by your fingertips. The last midnight, and I'm holding on so tight to every single second of our last midnight. The last midnight before the sun comes through. The last midnight I get to lie with you. The last midnight, let the whole world wait. This is the last midnight. Don't you walk away too late. Maybe some loves are made to be a chapter, not a forever, but somehow it matters. Maybe you were the brightest thing I'd find in the last midnight before the sunrise. Hold me till the light. Don't let go just yet tonight. The last midnight feels so right, even though we know it's goodbye. Last midnight, don't let it end. Last midnight, my favorite friend. Last midnight. Last midnight. You speak in metronomes, a language made of pause, counting beats between the things you never say out loud. I learned to read the rest like sheet music in your eyes, a conductor of the quiet, dressed in soft disguise. Your fingers tap a rhythm on the table when you think. The room becomes an orchestra teetering on the brink of saying something neither of us dares to play. So we just sit inside the key of yesterday. But silence has its own crescendo building underneath, a timpani of heartbeats neither one of us can keep. Hidden in the spaces where the violin should be, there's a symphony you're playing only meant for me. It's a silent symphony written in the space between every glance and movement, every breath a scene. No one else can hear it, but I feel the orchestra swell in the hush between two heartbeats where the real notes dwell. A silent symphony conducted by your hands, sapphire skies for sheet music written in the sand. You don't need to say it, I already know the score. The silent symphony says everything and more. I used to think that love needed a melody out loud, confessions wrapped in trumpets, declarations to the crowd. But you taught me harmony exists in negative space. The most important key change happens softest on a face. There's a movement in the way you choose to stay, holding back the words but never holding back the way you let your eyes compose what your mouth can never start. An entire concerto living quiet in your heart. Listen close, the silence sings. Shh, feel the weight of unsaid things. The silent symphony's the loudest sound I know. Shh, let the quiet steal the show. It's a silent symphony written in the space between every glance and movement, every breath a scene. No one else can hear it, but I feel the orchestra swell keeps turning, but it feels so slow. Like every hour learned a different way to go. I used to measure days by your good morning text. Now I just measure absence, wondering what's next. The clock above the stove still ticks the same, but nothing ticks in rhythm since you changed your name. From someone mine to someone I once knew. I'm learning math I never wanted to. Time without you. And they say it gets easier with every day that passes, but I just count the minutes through these cracked glasses, watching seconds drag like hours through the blue. Learning how to live in time without you. Time without you moves so differently now. Every minute heavier, I don't know how. Time without you. Sapphire skies turn gray. Time without you. Stretching out my day. Time without you. I'm still learning the math of a clock that broke the moment that you left. Time without you is the cruelest kind of true. The hardest thing I've learned is time without you. I filled the hours up with everything but healing. Kept myself so busy avoiding all this feeling. But there's a quiet pause between each task and chore, where time without you hits me like before. I used to wish for hours just to spend with you. Now I have too many and don't know what to do. I trade every extra minute I now own for one single second when you didn't feel alone. Time without you moves so differently now. Every minute heavier, I don't know how. Time without you. Sapphire skies turn gray. Time without you. Stretching out my day. Time without you. I'm still learning the math of a clock that broke the moment that you left. Time without you is the cruelest kind of true. The hardest thing I've learned is time without you. Maybe time will teach me how to bend. Maybe this is just a chapter, not the end. Maybe one day clocks won't feel like grief, just ordinary hours. I can finally believe time will find its pace again. I won't always feel this pain. Time without you, learning to be whole. Minute by minute I'm taking back control. Time without you, slowly turning kind. Time without you, healing in my mind. Time without you. There's a version of me still stuck in last July, standing in your kitchen learning how to fly. She doesn't know yet what's coming down the road. She's still unpacking boxes, still calling it her home. I see her sometimes in the mirror's edge, laughing at a joke I can't remember said. She's yesterday's ghost wandering through my mind, looking for a future she didn't know she'd find. And I don't haunt the house we used to share. I just carry her with me everywhere. A softer me who hadn't learned to brace for the ending written on your face. Yesterday's ghost still walks these halls with me. Yesterday's ghost in every memory. Yesterday's ghost, she doesn't know it's done. She's still waiting for a love that's come and gone. Yesterday's ghost beneath the lavender sky. Yesterday's ghost who hadn't learned to say goodbye. wrote your name in every notebook page. She thought forever wasn't just a stage. She didn't flinch when you said always you. She believed every promise to be true. I wanna tell her gently what I know, that some loves are just seasons, then they go. But she's not ready and I won't intrude. I'll let her have her version of the truth. Yesterday's ghost still walks these halls with me. Yesterday's ghost in every memory. Yesterday's ghost, she doesn't know it's done. She's still waiting for a love that's come and gone. Yesterday's ghost beneath the lavender sky. Yesterday's ghost who hadn't learned to say goodbye. Yesterday's ghost, I let her linger here. Yesterday's ghost until she disappeared. Maybe she's not haunting, she's just proof that I knew how to love beyond the truth. Maybe yesterday's ghost deserves some grace for loving fully in an empty space. Ooh, rest easy now, you did your best. Ooh, you love with your whole chest. Ooh, yesterday's ghost, you can let go. Ooh, I've got it now, I know. Yesterday's ghost fading from the hall. Yesterday's ghost, I loved you through it all. Yesterday's ghost, Yesterdays, we weren't supposed to meet beneath this light. Two borrowed hours stolen from the night. Your hand finds mine like it already knew. The shape of something neither of us could pursue. The world outside has rules we can't ignore. But in this room there's nothing but the door. We locked behind us when the clock struck 9. A moment stolen, yours and mine. And I know the sun will rise and take this back. Turn this golden hour into something black and white. But right now you're tracing stars across my skin. And I don't wanna let the morning end. A moment stolen just for you and me. A moment stolen from what we're supposed to be. A moment stolen, sapphire turning gold. A secret that the morning light won't ever hold. A moment stolen, I'll keep it close and quiet. A moment stolen from the world outside this night. A moment stolen, it doesn't have to last to mean every single thing it ever was. You whisper something soft against my hair, like you're leaving proof that you were there. We don't talk about tomorrow, what comes next. We just exist inside this perfect text. The candles burning lower than before, a warning that we can't ignore much more. But you pull me closer like the tank and bend, like stolen moments never have to end. Just for you and me. A moment stolen from what we're supposed to be. A moment stolen, sapphire turning gold. A secret that the morning light won't feels it's breaking. Maybe one stolen hour out of time is worth 1,000 moments we call fine. Ooh, hold this with me while it's here. Let the morning wait, my dear. A moment stolen, brief and true. Never forget it was with you. A moment stolen, disappearing sun. A moment stolen, beneath the fading moon. A moment stolen. Sky's not black or blue, there's something in between. The hour where the world forgets to dream. You're tracing shapes along my collarbone, whispering the things you've never shown. We've got an hour, maybe less than that, before the morning takes you off like that. So let's not waste it talking about the time. Let's live inside this borrowed light of mine. And I can feel the dark beginning to dissolve. The night we built is starting to resolve, but you're still here, your heartbeat in my hand. Before the dawn, let's just understand. Before the dawn, hold on to me slow. Before the dawn, before we have to go. Before the dawn, the sky is ours alone. Before the dawn, just let this be our home. Before the dawn, the lavender turns gold. Before the say everything unsaid and untold. Before the dawn, I'm memorizing you. Before the dawn, before the morning's through. You said you'd leave before the sun got high, so no one has to watch us say goodbye. But I keep finding reasons to delay, folding back the hours of the day. You kiss my forehead like a secret prayer, like you're leaving